Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Begin on the ground with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans. And that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. Darnold on first down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Danny Gray, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Signal for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 30 on second down, Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. To throw is Darnold. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
56, Mike, 56.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Mike 2, Mike 2. It's a party now. It's a party now. Back to 60.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season openers. They're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He's coming, double up. 36, 36.
Herbert. Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. CD Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
30, where's the mic? Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Ready? Here we go.
Now it's Darnold. Now loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, left side to Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Herbert's throw taken in by Sutton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Danny Gray making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively.
How much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert now. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. CeeDee Lamb with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A first down throw, Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Quick toss to Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. They work with a 2nd and 2. Herbert back to the air. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cade Otton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are pouring it on. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.